Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I just thought I would just come on today because normally it's the day that you would get a fully produced video. And as you see, I'm remote, I'm off site, I'm traveling, and wanted to provide some information. And I just happened to run across this article that talked about the myths versus the reality of medical coding. And I said, hey, that looks very interesting. So um, let's see what's happening on this. So um, I look like I may be having some problems with my router connection, Wi-Fi, hotel, whatever. We'll see. We'll just quickly jump right into this, if you will. So this was an article by Pamela Haney, and she just gives uh, kind of three myths versus realities with some recommendations. And the first that she talks about is that you can learn to code in 6 weeks. 6 weeks may be pushing it. I think that is that's a very tight time frame, particularly if you are new. Um, any training program that provides a 6 week turnaround, I don't know. Maybe it's for someone that needs a refresher. If 6 weeks a refresher training program, oh, definitely doable. But brand new out the gate, it takes a couple of weeks really to get a great understanding of um, all of the coding, all of the coding information. So, you have your ICD, your diagnosis coding, you have your procedure coding, you have your um, uh, HICPICS coding. So you need a couple of weeks, maybe even just to kind of scratch the surface on each of those areas. So 6 weeks may be a little tight. She said that you can learn a little bit about coding in 6 weeks, which is true, but a training or uh, but a 6 week training program without any other experience or skills may not be sufficient to land that first coding job. And I 100% agree. Remember, we're in this field and it's all about lifelong learning. You learn something every day in this profession. Um, Things that you thought you knew, things change because of the changes and all of the regulations. You're constantly spinning, and so 6 weeks, I don't know. uh, Hospital-based coding actually requires a little more because of the different systems that you're using, particularly with coding for inpatient procedures. So no, I definitely would not recommend signing up or jumping into a training program that says that they can have you ready and rolling with medical coding in 6 weeks. I that would be enough. So I would suggest looking for a program that provides all information on all levels of coding, all of the foundation, something that gives you a firm foundation. Because remember, it's a lifelong learning, and you will build on that foundation. A program that provides information on your guidelines, a program that walks you through the steps for coding diagnoses, the steps for coding procedures, the steps for CPT, the steps for HICPICS, and understanding the ethics and integrity surrounding medical coding, understanding the importance of compliance. All of those things are part of being a great medical coder and a certified marketable medical coder as well. So I think look for those types of programs. Another myth is that coders work from home. Yes, there are a lot of coders that work from home. And yes, the COVID-19 pandemic has opened up a lot of opportunities for work from home um, opportunities, but oftentimes coders who were working from home prior to the pandemic were seasoned coders. They were coders who have had experience with the EMR systems, with the electronic um, coding platforms for a particular organization. They have had, all of that information and that experience, usually on site. They've had some sort of training on site. Now, they do provide wonderful training that is geared for remote coding. So don't think that it can't happen and you can't do it. You can. But just know that as a brand new coder, recently certified CPCA, you may have to do some um, in-house training first. um, so look for that, and then it will come. It will come as you build your skill, as you build your experience. You definitely will be looking for some of these work from home positions. The other myth she mentioned is that medical coders are in demand, and that is true. Medical coders are in demand. However, they're looking for highly skilled certified coders. Those folks are in demand. And so, take the necessary steps, learn the trade, learn the skill of medical coding, get your certification, build up your experience. Um, all of those things will get you the desires of your heart. And so just you are, make sure that you are taking the necessary steps in this profession to succeed. So yes, there are a lot of places that are looking for medical coders, and they are in demand. But really, it's all about the certified medical coder. Okay, what do you think about these? I thought this was really, really interesting. I thought, um, yeah, I thought, wow, this was a great uh, article that kind of talked to some of the myths, because oftentimes people get into this profession and they think, or they're sold, they're sold some things and they think they can take it, they can run, and overnight they will be successful. And then they're frustrated. I see a lot of posts, I see a lot of information from folks where they're frustrated because unfortunately things didn't turn out or pan out the way that they thought. But just like with anything, it takes time. Slow and steady wins this race. Inch by inch. Life is just a cinch. So you can do it. You can master it. Again, some of those myths. Just be weary. Be mindful. Do your research. Do your due diligence when looking at some of these coding training programs. Oftentimes, I've seen, it's been my experience, there are a lot of coding and billing um, programs that focus primarily on billing. And not a bad thing at all. Billing is, in its own right, a great profession and a great field to get into. I've dibbled and dabbled in some billing recently, so I understand that yes, there is a need for and demand for billers as well. However, coding and billing are not the same thing. So just be mindful if they're putting you into a coding billing program. Know that you may not get all you need from the coding perspective, and it may focus solely on the billing. So just be mindful of that and do your due diligence. And if you have any questions or concerns, always feel free to contact me. You can reach me at cwarner@ohioprn.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions or concerns that you have. If you're interested in our um, online medical coding program, that is a self-paced, self-directed 14 weeks program. And it may take longer than 14 weeks. It's designed for 14 weeks, but I mean, you can take as long as you need to get through that program with weekly face-to-face interaction with yours truly. Feel free to inbox me or send me an email about that as well. So again, I just wanted to come on. I saw that opportunity. I had a small window to reach out with you and talk to you. And next week, of course, you will definitely get my regular video. And if you like to see me on the lives, I do the Motivating Monday message. Usually I do those on live um, as well. So I hope everything is going well for you today. Remember, be safe, be kind, and don't wish for it, work for it always. Thanks so much for watching and take care.